2015 objective questions. The ratio between the volume of water and the volume of the voids in a soil mass is blank. Degree of saturation. Ratio of the weight of the water to the weight of solids in a given volume of soil. Water content. What happens when there is a lowering of water table? There is a decrease of lateral pressure. It is a soil whose present effective overburden pressure is less than that which the soil experienced in the past. Over-consolidated soil. Determine the force why small insects can walk on the water. Surface tension. Value of surface tension at normal room temperature. 0.06 newtons per meter. If the discharge passing a given cross section of a stress is constant with time, the flow at that section is called steady. The volume of liquid passing a cross-section of a stream. Discharge. A ship floating in seawater is stable if the metacentric height is blank. Above the center of gravity. If with steady flow in any length or reach of a stream, the average velocity at every cross-section is the same in that reach, the flow is said to be blank. Uniform. A body placed in a liquid is buoyed up by a force equal to the weight of the displaced liquid. This principle of buoyancy was attributed to Archimedes. A process by which water-saturated soil sediment temporarily lost strength and acts as a fluid. Liquefaction. One of the following foundation conditions does not affect foundation settlement. A. Plasticity of the soil. B. Depth of founding footings. C. Position of groundwater table. D. None of the other choices. D. None of the other choices. In accordance with the Unified Soils Classification of soils, which are considered coarse-grained if the passing through number 200 sieve is less than blank. (50) Section 302.2.2 of the National Structural Code of the Philippines provides that the slope of cut surfaces shall be no steeper than is safe for intended use and shall be no steeper than blank. (1 to 2) The component of shear strength of a rock or soil that interparticle friction is called blank. Cohesion. According to the USCS soil classification of a soil particle whose size is greater than 75 mm is called blank. Cobbles. Section 302.3.5 of the National Structural Code of the Philippines CC 10110 provides that slope of fill surface shall be no steeper than is safe for its intended use and shall not be steeper than blank. 1:2. Which of the following is not a component of the soil mass? A. Gas. B. Organic matter. C. Minerals. D. None on the list. D. None on the list. The cohesion strength of a cohesive soil is a compression strength C is equal to KQU, where K is equal to blank. 0.50. (2016) objective questions. A cohesive soil deposit is considered soft if the unconfined compression strength in kPa is between blank. (24 to 48). A pressure surge or wave caused when a fluid in motion is forced to stop or change direction suddenly, momentum change, is referred to in hydraulics as blank. Water hammer. Temperature where water has a maximum unit weight. 4 degrees Celsius. When the path lines of individual particles of a flowing liquid are irregular curves and continually cross each other and form a complicated network, the flow is called blank. Turbulent. The fraction of soils passing which sieve number issued for Atterberg limits tests of soils. (40). (2017) objective questions. The ratio between the volume of voids and the total volume of the soil mass is referred to as blank. Porosity. Section 302.2.2 of the National Structural Code of the Philippines NSC-PC 10110 provides that the slope of cut surfaces of the ground shall be no steeper than is safe for the intended use and shall be no steeper than A. 1 to 3, B. 1 to 2, C. 1 to 1, D. 1 to 1.5, B. 1 to 2. The ratio between the volume of the water and the volume of the voids in a soil mass is referred to as blank. A. Porosity. B. Water content. C. Void ratio. D. Degree of saturation. D. Degree of saturation. The fraction of soils passing which sieve number issued for Atterberg limits tests of soils. 40. (2018) objective questions. A granular soil deposit is considered medium if the blow count of a standard penetration test is between blank. (10 to 30). (2019) objective questions. When at any instant, the number of particles passing every section of the stream are always equal, the flow is said to be blank. A. Continuous. B. Steady flow. C. Turbulent flow. D. Laminar flow. A. Continuous. No board exam in 2020 because of pandemic. (2021) objective questions. What would happen if the groundwater table will be at the ground level? A. Increase in vertical pressure. B. Decrease in the vertical pressure. C. Vertical pressure does not change. D. None of the above. B. Decrease in the vertical pressure. A line joining the points of highest elevation of water in a series of vertical open pipes rising from a pipeline in which water flows under pressure is referred to as A. Hydraulic gradient. B. Hydraulic head. C. Hydraulic loss. D. Hydraulic jump. A. Hydraulic gradient. A pressure surge or wave caused when a fluid in motion is forced to stop or change direction suddenly, momentum change, is referred to in hydraulics as blank. A. Water hammer. B. Potential head. C. Hydraulic jump. D. Hydrodynamics. A. Water hammer. One of the following foundation conditions does not affect foundation settlement. A. Plasticity of the soil. B. Depth of founding footings. C. Position of groundwater table. D. Effect of load to the foundations. D. Effect of load to the foundations. (2022) objective questions. Section 302.2.2 of the National Structural Code of the Philippines provides that the slope of cut surfaces shall be no steeper than is safe for intended use and shall be no steeper than blank. (1 to 2). A cohesive soil deposit is considered soft if the unconfined compression strength in kPa is between A. 0 to 24, B. 48 to 96, C. 96 to 192, D. 24 to 48, D. 24 to 48. It is an abrupt rise in water surface which results from retarding water flowing at lower stage. Hydraulic jump. A branch of hydraulics which deals with the study of forces including velocity and acceleration exerted by or upon liquids in motion. Hydrodynamics. The most used property used in soil properties. Void ratio. A device used to determine the undrained shear strength of the soil, which consists of 4 equal-sized thin steel plates welded to a steel torque rod. The vane is pushed into the soil and a torque T is applied at the top of the torque rod to rotate the vane at a uniform speed to cause failure. Shear vane.